What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. It's been a while since I've posted. Probably been about 3 weeks now, if I had to guess. Been enjoying family time, Christmas, Happy New Year to everybody. And I'm ready to get back working on the toys. A few things have happened over the past 3 weeks. The Honda 4Trax I had for sale in the last video, it's gone. I got what I wanted for it. Made a good chunk of change off of it. I had picked up a new toy. I should have made a video on it. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. It's sitting outside. Some people are going to be mad I didn't, but as soon as the Honda sold, this one kind of came up immediately. It was actually, I was looking into it before then, but I needed to free up some cash and some space. So I picked this up. I worked on it off camera for about 4 or 5 days straight, just because I wanted to get up and running for the family, and I'm sure you guys will understand. I'll give you a quick show of that. I'm not going to get too far into details unless you guys want to see it, but this was by far the cheapest one I think you could get in all of Canada, if not the US. If you guys have seen one cheaper, let me know, and blown up ones don't count. That doesn't count, all right? So let's check it out. We'll check it out quick. I'll do a quick walk around, be 2 minutes, and then we're going to get to working on this. And I'm going to do some welding today, finally. Yep. This is a Razor 800S 4. As you guys know, I have quite a few children, and the quads have been nice, but what we really needed was one of these, and they almost never come for sale. And this one came up local. It was just down the road. I had the trailer at home. My trailer's back behind there. Nearly destroyed my trailer doing it too. That's got some permanent damage for sure. But here she is. So being the S, it's got the 60-inch wheelbase, not the trail one, which is the 50-inch. And it also came with the full Fox racing shocks, skid plates, all those other things, because it's the Robbie Gordon off-road edition. So nice 4 seats, all leather, none of them are torn up. Comes with the full windshield. It's got the top. At some point it would have had the zip-in sides, but it doesn't have that anymore. It's got a couple nets, but if you guys can tell, it's also got heater down here that works, and then I got a full sound system in it too. I think it's wild. 2 out of the 3 snorkels are still there. Originally from Alberta. And yeah, so this is a 2-cylinder 800cc. Still have a few little things to do on it. I have the bumper off in the shop right now. I'm cleaning up the bumpers and repainting them. And it does have the winch in there, but I have a new cable on the way with a shackle. But I just want to show you guys that quick. I did get that cheap. It has sat in a field for over a year. The owner was a friend of my friend's, and he just wanted to unload it. I don't know if he still had payments on it or something, but he basically gave it to me for even under what he owed on it, from what I can gather. And I got it for $2,750. And that's a no-brainer. I mean, I didn't need to spend the money. I would have rather, put that back into the savings account. But when something like that comes up, you get a chance to quadruple your money pretty quick there. So we're gonna hold on to it for now. We're gonna drive it over the winter, I think, and then we'll see what happens. There's one other one for sale, a 4-door in Newfoundland, my province in Canada, and it's up for $14,000. So even if I could get this one, there's nothing inherently wrong with it. It's just it's a little beat up here and there. Nothing a little love can't fix. But if I could get $8-9 grand for it, it would sell pretty quick. That would be awesome. Anyways, let's cut to what we're doing today. A couple comments asking what's been going on with the Foreman here. Little update. I haven't done anything to it. So I was waiting on the drive shaft I ordered to come in. Whoop, 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 whoop. And so here's the old one. All fine and dandy. Teeth are pretty well. You know, it looks like he dug this out of the bottom of the ocean. Here's the new one I ordered. And you're like, great. Some of you will look at this immediately and go, uh-oh. Exactly. I said the same thing. I guess this one actually goes like this. My bad. And then this goes... No? I don't know anymore. Or maybe it is the other way. I don't even know. Anyways, so you'll notice that although the length is... Alright, let's believe me, this length is exactly the same. It's 10.75 inches. This is off a Rancher 350. This is off a Foreman 350. Me, trying to be cheap, I've probably said this to you guys before, but do it right the first time, you won't have to do it twice. And I bought a drive shaft that appeared to be the same. I asked the seller for measurements, and it came back the same. And I took a risk, and now I have a $100 chunk of metal sitting on the table that I can't use. So, I have to source another one. Apparently there's one not too far from here in St. John's for $75, but that's still 3.5 hours away, and I don't go down there very often. But until then, we're going to get some work done on this so that when the drive shaft does arrive, we can take a day and put it back together. So I'm going to drain the oil on it, and like someone suggested, I'm just going to rest it up on the back rack, sitting straight up so it's easy to work on, and I'll catch back up with you guys there. Let's do it. Alright guys, as you see, we got it back up on its ass end, and much easier way to work on it. Thank you to whoever suggested that. Yeah, it's going to make life really easy for me. Note to self, when you turn a bike like this, turn the gas off or you're going to coat your wife's feet in gasoline, and she is not going to be happy. So let's check it out. This is the mess I'm dealing with. Down here, a little hole starting right there. I might put a patch on, but backside's pretty good. All in through here, it's good. It's here. As you can tell, it's pretty nasty. These are the pipes I showed you in the last video, and my very smart mind. When I sold my Honda 4-Tracks, you know what I included in the parts bin? The rest of this piping. Great success, yes. Anyways, what I had laying around out back. I don't know what this was. Some pretty thick steel pipe here. Pretty close to the same diameter if I had to guess, but let's check it. It's not far off, maybe a bit bigger, but that'll actually be better for doing the half patches here. So first things first. Oh man, what am I gonna do? I've debated leaving this in. Someone had suggested in the last video that actually it was a good idea is just use a steel patch and just weld it on here. I'm worried if I cut this off, I'm going to start having more issues. It's on there pretty good, and it's still providing some bracing. I might just back it up and support it. So I think the first course of action is here. Get all this cleaned up properly and ready to weld. Get all the pieces off. Tack weld it on. And then obviously try to clean as much of this crap out as possible. Because this is why it rots, guys. You get a hole. The hole itself will take a very long time to actually rust. But what doesn't help is when you get this shit. It gets packed in the frame, that gets wet, and then you can rot from the outside and the inside. And then you get this kind of freaking stage 3 cancer, and well, it's pretty tough. Yeah, you gotta get the cutter out. Anyways, I'm gonna throw you guys on the tripod, maybe over here, maybe up there, I don't know, somewhere you can see me. I'm actually gonna let this gas evaporate a little bit before I start using the grinder. Fire extinguisher is close by because, I mean, this wouldn't be the first time I've set something on fire. A final disclaimer. Some of you are probably asking what I'm doing, why I'm doing the way I'm doing. I'm not a welder. I'm a dude with a welder. I can make metal stick together. It's not going to be pretty, and hopefully it holds up. Yes, there's a proper way to do this. Yes, I'm probably not doing it the proper way. But if you guys have any suggestions for next time, leave it down in the comments. I'm going to do what way I think I can with the tools that I have and the material I have to get this thing back up on the road, and hopefully we can ride it for a few more years. Or someone can, because I probably won't. But we'll see. Let's get to work. What's up, guys? So, just doing some cutting, prepping to start welding, but obviously there's far more to this than just welding. Prep work's 90% of it. The welding would probably only be about half an hour welding total. As you can see, I still got these in there. But I've been cutting up this pipe I was showing you here. So I just cut off a section like such. I'd love a bandsaw, guys. I'm going to say that because I'm using a cutoff wheel on a grinder. Makes things hard and loud and very sparky and gross. You can tell I wasn't even using my safety squints. I was using... This stuff gets pretty gross. Sparks flying everywhere. Watch out when you're doing this shit. Don't have any oily rags or like open things of oil around or anything that can catch on fire. And if you do, have a fire extinguisher. You guys should always be prepared for that because you really want all your shit to burn down? No. I've come pretty close. Experience. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know why I walked over here. Ow, it's still kind of hot. It's been like half an hour too. Plan for this is to kind of mate it up here. I mean, obviously this isn't the final product yet, but I'm going to butt it up against sort of the start of the X-frame. And, whoops. Do it this way. And then, I'm going to contour it out. So I'm going to grab the Sharpie, and I'm going to see how I can get this to fit properly. I might need to end up doing it in 2 sections, because I don't think I'm going to be able to bend this. But I think this was the right piece. Yeah, it was. But yeah, I'm just going to mark it with Sharpie to sort of do the cutout here. So it sits more flat around the middle. And try to get it up to there, but obviously the bend starts about here-ish. So it might be tough. I might have to do it in 2 parts, but let's do that.
There's a lot on my list undone. You've all got got too much to lose. They say there's enough to gain, but who knows how long this goes on and on. No more words on the page, I can't rattle this cage anymore. There's a panic within and it's starting to win the war. There's nothing left to prove, but we all have a lot to say. Where do we go from here? Oh no.
Alright guys, I got that piece cut off. I'm holding it with a rag because it's freaking hot. So, alright, look at my fingers. Ow, ow, ow. Give me a sec. So, it's not bad. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the rag out of there. Bear with me here. So, got it fit up there. Got it fit up there. And then, oh, that's not sitting right. There it is. There we go. So obviously this is, I'm gonna have to bend it. Because as you can see, that's not gonna work. So yeah, I'm gonna take a Sharpie and sort of do where I want the bend line to start. And I'm gonna bring it over to the anvil and just tap, 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 tap away until I can get it to sort of contour this as best I can. And hopefully whatever gaps are there, I'll be able to fill them. But yeah, it's getting there. Boop. Anvil. Anvil's good to have around, guys. Alright guys, after about another half an hour of banging and forming and going back and fixing what I've messed up and, you know, doing what you think is going to be the best for it. Let's see here. This is kind of where I got to here. So it's not terrible. I can definitely fill that there. That shouldn't be an issue. That might be, yeah. But the rest of it, it's good coverage. Obviously, I'll need a second piece for this here once I fish all that crap out. But I think that one's good to go for now. Obviously, I'm going to take the grinder to this and make it all bare metal and whatnot. Get it ready for whatever kind of welding I can do. And then we'll get working on this side. Let's do it! Get in there.
See, life is what you make of it, and chances like the picture. Man, it's gonna be nice if you take it and walk the future. Grab a seat and listen, let me school you like a teacher. I'm on the mic with good words, so practically I'm like a preacher. People say I'm strange cause the pain make me want more. Will leave a twisted of mind, man, I want more. This is like a fight, but damn, I'm on it like a war. Cause on your way to success, what you find's gonna scare you in the middle of the sea. I'm trying to make it to the shore. More is vital in my demon, even though they bring you more. Motivationally driven, better give me what's in store. Eagle slide on this paper, I'ma grab it with my clothes on. I'm here for what's mine, on the season state of mind. We on the front line, moving with a star sign. Never giving up, homie, I put my whole life on the line. I'ma keep on pushing till I see my whole life redefined. Flip up a new page, moving on some new wave. Me and my real G's, rolling up some real goose. Talking trash about me, say my homie, I don't give a F. Cause this like the NBA, I be slamming you some real dumb.
I'm nothing, I didn't hear the most saying I'm nothing. Tryna hear the problem to something. Rude discussions and the heat is a me. I'm nothing, I didn't hear the most saying I'm nothing. Tryna hear the problem to something. Rude discussions and the heat is a me.
See, I'm just trying to get it all before I die. Tell me if I'm wrong, living like the laws don't apply. Shooting for the stars, getting on to the cloud. Game on and I'll be on the cloud, playing with the stars. Damn right, greatness, and I was born with it. We've known I'm gon' get it. Living on the hard time, but I'ma soar through it. We on a money mission, I've been on the hook, I'm fishing. Wait for the Z invasion, made for the big occasion. It might seem a little blurry, but we got a vision to leave a non-surpassed legacy that will last. Cause we're from a different class, homie, raise your glass. Whoa.
I'm nothing, I didn't hear the most saying I'm nothing. Tryna hear the problem to something. Rude discussions and the heat is a me. I'm nothing, I didn't hear the most saying I'm nothing. Tryna hear the problem to something. Rude discussions and the heat is a me. Tell me what you want from me. I'm a last look if I were not a man. Gucci up, could you down for a lunatic? I'm the most sane dude and good, is rude and good. Drop top, got my mind made up. I fought you all the time. Try, you got. Got ton of pain in your eyes, my guy. There's a million ways to die in your yacht. Put out of control for me time. Look up and getting afraid of. They sick of the sound, strange of your house. Look up and getting afraid of. I didn't hear the most saying I'm nothing. Tryna hear the problem to something. Rude discussions and the heat is a me. I'm nothing, I didn't hear the most saying I'm nothing. Tryna hear the problem to something. Rude discussions and the heat is a me. The heat is a me.
All right, guys. Got done my first round of welding on that. It's not great. The frame, the metal on the frame is pretty thin there. You blow through it pretty quick. And like I said, guys, I don't claim to be a welder. I could get out the grinder and clean this up and make it look a lot better than it does. But, you know what? Real world, whatever. I'm using a cheap welder with some tubing I found sitting outside. So, this is what you get. It will clean up a lot better, but like as you guys can tell, holy moly, eh? It blew through quite a bit. It's going to be hard to fill those gaps, especially right there. I'm going to hit it with the grinder now, clean it up, and see if I can't start trying to get some of those holes closed up. But it's not pretty. Better than it was. Keep going. Alright, guys, just hit it with the grinder, because, you know, if you can't weld, the grinder's your best friend. It didn't make me look like a good welder anyway, but we're starting to get there. A little bit of penetration here and there. I'm going to go back around on a really low voltage and just like try to fill all these holes up. Here I might have to cut a sliver out of a piece, and right there, and get it in there, but I'm going to get to that. I could go back and forth with this for probably God knows how long, probably the next hour or so before I get it to a point where I'm happy enough to call it good enough. But we'll maybe we'll join you back then, or maybe not. We'll see. What's up, guys? Still welding, grinding away. You know, pro welder stuff. And I tried to fill those holes I showed you that I burned through on the frame. Couldn't do it, so had to cut a few more small patches out. But that's going a whole lot better. At least we're getting some penetration from the patch onto the frame now. I know my welds aren't pretty, guys, but I mean, it's just a MIG flux core welder here. So I'm gonna clean this up, and then I'll show it to you here in a minute. Maybe it'll be a little better looking. All right, guys, I got that re-cleaned up here. Yeah, it came out pretty good, actually. Okay, I'd say pretty good, but that's lightly. So this is taking actually quite a long time, and the patch on a patch seemed to do the job. It brought it around far enough to get to the good metal on top, where I was actually able to get in there. But yeah, it's getting there. Obviously, I'm gonna have to do another patch probably down to here, just a thin one. Oh, and then obviously I'm gonna have to do one over here, but we're getting there. And you know what? It's not half a frame anymore, or you know what I mean, half a tube. That is, it's pretty structural now. Not a very good test for it, but you know, my job is to try and break it long before it ever gets on a trail. So just I'm trying to get it to let go. I'm trying to get it to crack. Like, I want to see weak points long before I see a weak point while I'm riding it. Because I don't want to get this thing to leave anybody stranded, let alone me. So, she's holding up good. We, maybe a few spots I got to touch up there. But it's a start, guys. And you know what? Could just zip it on there and hope for the best. You know, it could have holes all over, and yeah, it probably would hold up for another year or two, depending on how hard you ride. I ride things pretty hard, but we're not going to stop until this is at least mediocre. All right, so I'm going to keep cutting and grinding away, and I'll update you hopefully when I'm getting closer to the end. I don't know. I'm going to try to get this what I started today done. I mean, it's been probably 2 hours by now, so I have no long I don't have all day to do this. But we can at least get this part done today, and that's a good start. Let's get to it.
Nothing quite like this, nothing quite like this before. There's a lot I might miss, there's a lot on my list undone. We've all got too much to lose. They say there's enough to gain, but who knows how long this goes on and on. No more words on the page, I can't rattle this cage anymore. There's a panic within, and it's starting to win the war. There's nothing left to prove, but we all have a lot to say. Where do we go from here? Oh
What's up, guys? Sorry for leaving you guys off so abruptly there. You probably saw me just grinding, welding. And it turns out the tip on my welder got clogged up and I couldn't go any further. So I'm gonna put this video together now, get it out there for you guys because it's already pretty long. But sort of right here. So next up, we're gonna have to do patch here. Then we'll tackle this side. That'll probably be another big project, and then we're going to cut out the brace for the middle here. thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you guys are interested, or don't, but it helps me out a lot, helps the channel out a lot. More to come from this, maybe more to come from this. Still, my guys, I say it all the time, my favorite quad by a mile, this bad boy. But I'm hoping this is going to be fun too, but we still got to order the crank for it. It's sitting here ready to go. And then actually, hopefully I'm going to try to get a little bit more video of me out riding these toys too, so you guys can actually see how much fun they are. So thanks. Again, like, subscribe if you want to, and tune in for part 3 of the $100 Honda Foreman special. Catch you later, guys.